Hello friends, welcome to our channel Let Us Learn. In this video we are going to discuss about the 9th chapter Our Body, Health and Cleanliness, which is given as per the TSTET 2022 syllabus. So let's get started. Before that, whoever is watching my video for the first time, please subscribe my channel and encourage me to do more videos. Thank you. So let's get started. First point under our body is the organs which are visible from outside. We call them as external organs. The organs which are visible from outside are called as external organs. So eyes, nose, skin, ears and tongue, these will help us to know our surroundings. So, eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin will help us to know about the surroundings, and they will also help in sensing the feelings. So whatever feelings we are getting during our works, all that will be done with the help of eyes, nose, skin, ears and tongue. Hence, these 5 organs are called as the sense organs. So, eyes, ears, nose, skin and tongue are called as sense organs because they will help us to know our surroundings and they will also help us to sense the feelings. Hence, they are called as sense organs. Here, a small question is given. The two which lay side by side but never see each other. What are they? They are eyes. They are side by side. They are side by side but never they will see each other. They are eyes. Next, our government has started a program called as Chinnari Chupu. Chinnari Chupu at schools. So for school going children at schools, this program has been organized so that whoever is having vision problems, whichever children is having vision problems, so they are given the spectacles, and also the children are said about the precautions which are to be taken to protect our eyes. So the program which has been framed by our government is the Chinnari Chupu. With this program, the children at schools are given the spectacles. Whoever is having the vision problems, they have been distributed with the spectacles, and also the organizers have explained the precautions to the children, how they have to protect their eyes. Next, the distance between the eyes and book. So the minimum distance between the eyes and the book should be 30 centimeters, and the distance between the television and eyes should be 2.5 meters. So this is important. Distance between the eyes and book should be 30 centimeters. That is nearly a long scale. The distance of a long scale. And next, distance between television and eyes should be 2.5 meters. And you should not use the towels of the persons with conjunctivitis or any other eye infections. If you use the towels of the people who are having eye infections, then that eye infection will be caught by us also. So we must take care of that. Next comes the ears. So for the ears, the distance at which the sound is audible. So how much distance when you are moving, the sound is audible, then that is called as the audible range of the person. So if I am able to hear from the sound of nearly 1 kilometer, then that will be my audible range. So in that way, how much ever sound, the distance of how much sound we are able to hear, that is called as the audible range of that person. If it is exceeding this audible range, if it is exceeding this audible range, if it is not good for us, if it is not familiar for us, we are not able to tolerate such sound, then that comes under sound pollution. If our audible range is increasing, if the sound is more than our audible range, then that leads to sound pollution. And nowadays, speaking on cell phones have become a very much big craze. But this speaking on cell phones will damage our sensitive organs which are present in the head. So whatever sensitive organs are present in the head will be damaged by speaking on mobiles for longer time. Next, do not put castor oils or any other oils in the ears. So we have a habit of putting warm oils into the ears, castor oils and all. But this is very harmful for our ears because ears will have very sensitive parts. So the doctor who is treating the ear, nose and throat disorders, throat problems, he is called as the ENT doctor or ENT specialist. The doctor who is treating the ear, nose and throat disorders, throat problems, this doctor is called as the ENT doctor or ENT specialist. And here we are going to discuss about bat. So bat is a nocturnal mammal. So it will be active during the night time. What is nocturnal? Nocturnal means active during the night time, and morning it will be inactive. We will come under diurnal animal. So man will come under diurnal animal. Diurnal means active during the morning times and inactive during the night times. But bat is reverse. So bat will be active during the night time and it will be inactive during the daytime. So what is the speciality of this bat is, this bat can detect the obstacles on its way by its own sound. So by the sound produced by it, it will detect the obstacles. Whoever is coming in front of it, it will easily detect it because it is night time. As it is active during the night time, the sounds which are coming from nearby, it will easily detect. So, and it will change its path based on the echo it receives from the object. So based on the sound from which the objects are coming, this bat will change its path. For example, if it is moving in a straight path, if it is hearing any sound, any echo from the opposite side, then immediately it will change its side. So that is a speciality of the bat. So bat is a nocturnal mammal and it can able to detect the obstacles with the help of its own sound, and it can change its position based upon the echo which is produced by the objects around it. And next is the nose. So nose, breathing in and out through nose, we call it as respiration. So using the nose, taking in and removing air, we call it as respiration, and breathing in through nostrils into our lungs is called as inhalation. So taking in air through our nostrils into the lungs, we call that process as inhalation, and giving out air, removing the air from outside through the nostrils, from lungs through the nostrils outside is called as exhalation. So here in the nose we are discussing about the three terms: respiration, inhalation and exhalation. Respiration is taking in air and removing out air, is called as respiration. So tongue will help us to speak, tongue will help us to swallow the food, and tongue also will help to identify the taste of the food through the taste buds. So three functions are there for the tongue. Tongue will help us to speak, tongue will help us to swallow the food, and tongue also will help us to identify the taste of the food with the help of the taste buds present on it. And whenever we are chewing the food will be mixed up with the saliva, and the saliva will break the food materials which we are chewing. It will help in breaking the food materials and also easily swallowing the food. We have four types of teeth. Four types of teeth are molars, premolars, canines and incisors. So this topic is important. We have four types of teeth: molars, premolars, canines and incisors. So molars are the teeth which are present at the back, and they are helpful for grinding the food. Hence we call them as grinding teeth. So molars are 3 in number. So we are discussing only about the one side of a jaw. So we have 4 sides in 2 jaws. So here molars are 3 in number. So they are helpful for grinding the food. Hence we call them as grinding teeth. And next comes the premolars. Premolars are 2 in number and they are helpful for chewing the food. Hence we call them as chewing teeth. Next comes the canines. Canines are only 1 in number for one side of the jaw, and they are helpful for tearing the food. Hence we call them as tearing teeth. And incisors. Incisors are the front teeth. They are 2 in number for one side of the jaw, and they help in biting the food. Hence we call them as biting teeth. So if you observe the shape of the teeth, incisors, the shape will be like this. Canine shape will be like this. Premolar shape of the teeth will be like this, and molar shape of the teeth will be like this. So this is about one side of the jaw, and this side also we will have the same number of teeth. So as a result, how many teeth are there? 3 plus 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 teeth are there for one side. So 8 teeth for one side, 8 teeth of another side, 16. Upper side of the jaw, 8 teeth here, 8 teeth you will have, and here 8 teeth you will have. Total we have 32 number of teeth. Okay. So molars are 3 in number, premolars are 2, canines are 1 and incisors are 2. This is of one side of the jaw. Right side of the jaw, right side of the lower jaw. If you observe, we will have 3, 2, 1, 2. Molars 3, premolars 2, canines 1 and incisors 2. Based upon this, the dental formula is given as 3 2, 1, 2 is our dental formula. So our dental formula is 3, 2, 1, 2. 3 molars, 2 premolars, 1 canine and 2 incisors. So this is our dental formula, very important. So dental formula of human beings is 3, 2, 1, 2. So the questions may be like this also. In the dental formula 3, 2, 1, 2, what is 2? So 2 is the number of the premolars. What is the number of 1? 1 is the number of canines. What is the number of the last 2? 2 is the number of incisors. So what is the 3? What does 3 represent? 3 represents the molars. So how are the total number of teeth which are present in the human beings? 32 number of teeth is present. One side of the jaw, how many teeth are? One side of lower jaw, how many teeth are present? Means 8 teeth will be present. So total lower jaw consists of 16 teeth. One side of the lower jaw will have 8 teeth. Another side will have 8 teeth. That 8 teeth dental formula is 3, 2, 1, 2. So this is about teeth. And how we have to brush the teeth? Means lower teeth you have to brush upwards and upper teeth you have to brush downwards. So that is the proper brushing technique. So if you observe the first teeth which we are getting after we are born, we call them as milk teeth. This milk teeth which will fall off after 8 to 9 years. So they will stay up to 8 to 9 years and they will fall off after 8 or 9 years. The first teeth which we are getting after our birth, we call them as milk teeth. After they are lost, after the milk teeth is lost, new teeth will be coming out from the same place of that first teeth. So that teeth are called as permanent teeth. These permanent teeth will be new, strong and big. This permanent teeth will be new, strong and big. So about milk teeth and permanent teeth, it is clear. Next comes the cavities. So whenever we are eating the food will get stuck inside our teeth. In between our teeth, the food will be stuck. So when the food is stuck in the teeth, then what happens? Bacteria will grow in that particular region. When the bacteria will grow in that region, what happens means it will release some harmful acids in that place. So when it is releasing that harmful acids, the cavities will be formed in that particular area. So whenever we are eating the food gets stuck inside in between our teeth. This food will have bacteria. Bacteria will grow in that region. This bacteria will release some acids by which cavities will be formed. And due to this cavities, the teeth color will become yellow or black. The gums will swell and sometimes they will bleed also in extreme conditions. And this will result in the toothache. Due to the cavities, the color of the teeth will become yellow or black. And the gums will swell and sometimes they will bleed also, and this will result in the toothache, tooth pain. Next, so twigs of Acanthus tereni, Deres indica, Kanuga, neem, acacia, that is bubble tree, is used to brush the teeth. So the twigs of, we know that neem twigs we will use for brushing. In the same way, twigs of Acanthus, that is Uttareni, Deres indica, Kanuga, neem, acacia, that is bubble, these twigs are also used for brushing the teeth. We should never use brick or coal powder for brushing our teeth. Why we should not use the brick or coal powder? Means they will be coarser, they will be rough. As a result, what happens? They will damage our gums, teeth and enamel. Brick or coal powder should not be used for brushing the teeth because as they are rough, they will damage our teeth, they will damage our tooth enamel. And too many sweets should not be eaten, too cool items should not be eaten, and too hot items should not be eaten. These will also damage our teeth enamel. Too hot foods, too cool foods and more sweets also should not be eaten to maintain our teeth healthy. That is about teeth. That is about tongue. Next comes the skin. So skin is the largest organ in our body. So skin is the largest organ in our body. From the top to the bottom, we are covered with the skin. So the doctor who will treat the skin diseases, skin disorders is called as a skin specialist or dermatologist. The doctor who is treating the skin diseases or disorders, we call him as skin specialist or dermatologist. And this skin will cover 1.5 square meters. So this skin will cover in our body 1.5 square meters, and the weight of the skin will be 4 kgs. So the weight of the skin is 4 kgs. It will cover 1.5 square meters and it will weigh 4 kilograms. And the fingerprints which are there, which are formed will be due to the ridges and the grooves of our fingers. So whenever we are folding, when we have folded the hands in our mother's womb, so due to the ridges and the grooves, whenever we have folded, according to the foldings, we will get the ridges and the grooves inside our hand. So the fingerprints are formed. The fingerprints which are there are formed due to the ridges and the grooves which are due to the closing of the hands, which ridges and grooves of the skin when we are closing. And next, the government is taking a very initiative program for helping the hearing impaired and the sight impaired children at schools by giving them aids, whatever aids they want, hearing aids, visual aids, etc., to help them out and to protect them from more disorders. So in this way, government is helping the hearing impaired children and sight impaired children by providing them the visual aids and hearing aids free of cost. Nose, windpipe and lungs are the important organs of our respiratory system. What is respiratory system? The place where we are inhaling the air, we call it as respiratory system. The pathway through which we are inhaling the air inside our body is the respiratory system. Nose, windpipe and lungs are the important organs of the respiratory system. Nostrils. What are nostrils? These are the nostrils. So these are the nostrils. The entry of the air where we are from the nose, it is called as nostrils. So the walls of the nostrils, inside the nostrils, it is wet and will have tiny hair. So inside the nostrils we have wet atmosphere and a tiny hair will be present in that, which will stop the dust and the dirt particles. Whatever dust we are inhaling along with the air, that will be stopped near that hair. So inside the lungs also we have tiny structures called as alveoli. Inside the lungs we have tiny structures called as alveoli. What is the function of this alveoli? Means they will help in the exchange of the carbon dioxide and oxygen. So alveoli will exchange the carbon dioxide and oxygen inside the lungs. Next, this walls of the alveoli. If you see the alveoli, the walls of the alveoli will be lined with the blood capillaries. So the lungs, inside the lungs we have tiny particles called as alveoli. This alveoli's lining will be having with the blood capillaries. This blood capillaries, through this blood capillaries only exchange of the oxygen and carbon dioxide will be taken place in the lungs. So the doctor who treats this respiratory diseases, we call them as pulmonologists. The doctor is called as pulmonologist. The doctor who treats lung diseases, doctor who treats with the respiratory disorders, we call him as pulmonologist. And this yoga and meditation will have emphasis on breathing. So based upon the breathing only, the yoga and meditation have been come into existence. Next, heart. So heart will supply the blood. We know that. So heart will supply blood throughout the body to each and every part of our body. So what is the function of this blood? So this blood is having variety of functions. Many functions are there for the blood. So first function of the blood is it will transport the oxygen. So the first function is it will transport the oxygen. Next, it will transport variety of the materials. Varieties of materials means it will transport glucose, it will transport excretory products, it will transport proteins and all. Whatever is required by our body has to go with the help of the blood only. Next, it will regulate the body temperature. So third function of blood is it will regulate the body temperature. And fourth one is it will fight against a disease causing germs. Even the blood will have the capacity to fight against the disease causing germs. So heart, it will supply the blood to each and every part of the body. This blood is having many functions. It will help in transport of oxygen. It will help in transport of varieties of materials. It will help in regulating the body temperature, and it will also help in fighting against the germs. We have three. So finally, what is blood? Means fluid tissue made up of plasma. The fluid tissue which is made up of plasma is called as the blood. So we have three types of cells, blood cells. So we have three types of blood cells. What are they? RBC, WBC and platelets. What is RBC? Means red blood cells. WBC, white blood cells and blood platelets. So three types of blood cells are present: red blood cells, white blood cells and blood platelets. So red blood cells, function of red blood cells is to carry the oxygen. So red blood cells will help in carrying the oxygen to each and every part of the body. WBC, white blood cells. What is the function of white blood cells? Means they will help in fighting against the disease causing germs. So the disease causing germs, whenever they enter into our body, this WBC cells, white blood cells, will help in killing those germs. And next is the blood platelets. What is the function of blood platelets? Means it will help in the coagulation of blood, means clotting of blood. Whenever we are injured, the blood will bleed out of our body. So that bleeding will stop after certain time. So that is caused due to the help of blood platelets. So these are the functions of the three different blood cells. RBC cells help in carrying oxygen. WBC cells help in fighting against germs. Blood platelets will help in the coagulation of the blood. Next, the doctor who is treating the heart diseases, we call him as cardiologist or the heart specialist. The doctor who is dealing with the diseases of the heart, he is called as cardiologist or the heart specialist. Then what is the size of our heart? The heart size will be our own fist. So when you fold your hands, how much ever your fist is coming, that is the size of our heart. So one's own fist size is the size of the heart. Then 2/3 of the heart will be to our left side. 2/3 of the heart. So total heart, when the total size of the heart is considered, 2/3 part will be towards the left side and 1/3 part will be towards the right side. Means only a little portion will be towards the right side and more side of the heart will be towards the left side itself. And this groundnut, gingerly bar, that is till bar, eggs, milk and leafy vegetables will increase the blood in our body. So they will increase the blood in our body, which is very helpful. Blood is helpful for transporting all the materials. So blood amount should be good in our body. So these food materials will increase the amount of blood in our body. So we have 206 bones in our body. So we have the number of bones in the human body is 206. Skeleton. What is skeleton? It is the shape and the support given to our body. So through the skeleton only our body shape will be determined. So the shape of the bodies and the support to our body is given through the skeleton, without which we will be like a mass of the cells. Next, the body framework in the head is given by the skull. So the bony framework which is present in the head. So this is bony. So bony framework which is there in the head, we call it as skull, and this skull will protect the brain. We know that point. So the skull is there in our head. Inside the skull, below the skull we have brain. So the skull will help protect the brain. And next comes the backbone. So backbone is made up of 33 vertebrae. So our backbone is made up of 33 vertebrae, and this is from neck to the waist. So it is originating from the neck till the waist, and it is present on the dorsal side of the body. So back side of the body we are having the backbone, and this backbone will help us to stand erect. So we are standing erect because of the presence of the backbone. And next it will inside this backbone we can see spinal cord. So spinal cord is present just below the backbone, and so that is about backbone. So backbone, it is made up of 33 vertebrae. It is originating from the neck and up to the waist it is carried, and it is present on the dorsal side of our body, and it will help the body to stand erect, and it is having spinal cord within it. And next, the calcium, the mineral calcium will help in making the bones strong. We also have seen this in our food lesson. When we were discussing about food chapter, we have seen about this mineral, that is calcium. So calcium will help in making our bones strong. The doctor who is dealing with the bones, we call him as orthopedician. Problems of the bones like fractures and all, the doctor who deals with the bones, he is called as orthopedician. So orthopedician is a doctor who is dealing with the disorders of the diseases of the bones. And vitamin D, which we are getting through the sunlight. So vitamin D which we are getting through the sunlight will help in keeping the bones and the skin healthy. So morning sunlight, early morning sunlight is very healthy and very useful for our body, because our bones and even our skin will become healthy by absorbing the rays coming out from the sunlight during the morning time, as this rays will have vitamin D in them. Next, whatever food we are eating, the food will be chewed in our mouth and then it is sent into our digestive system. system, and through this digestive system it is transported to each and every part of the body. So here this was discovered. This was discovered by a person, doctor called as Beaumont in 1822. So in 1822, Dr. Beaumont, when he has come across his patient, that is soldier Martin, who was 18 years old. So he had got a bullet into his stomach during some fight. So what this person has done, Martin, he went to Beaumont and he treated this person, the soldier, who is having bullet in the stomach. And this wound got healed after 1.5 years. His wound got healed after 1.5 years, but there was a large hole in his stomach. So in 1822, Dr. Beaumont has come across a soldier, Martin, who was 18 years old. So he got a bullet into his stomach. So he has treated the person, treated the soldier, and he has sent him back. The wound has been healed after 1.5 years, but there was a large hole in his stomach. And through this large hole into the stomach, many discoveries have been done by Beaumont, and he experimented for about 9 years to find out what is exactly going on inside our stomach. So based on his experiments, what he has done means he has extracted the digestive juices from the stomach of that Martin through a tube. So through a tube, he has extracted the digestive juices which are present inside the stomach of the patient, and he has investigated in the lab conditions. So for this, what he has done means he has taken 10 ml of the digestive juice which he has taken out from the patient, and in that 10 ml he has added 20 fish pieces. So 20 pieces of fish he has added into the 10 ml of the digestive juice which he has got from the stomach, and at 8:30 am he has added into that jar, and he has maintained a temperature which is present inside our stomach, that is 30 degrees centigrade. So 30 degrees centigrade is maintained. He has taken 10 ml of digestive juice and 20 fish pieces. The 10 ml of digestive juice he has taken out and he has put in a jar, and next he has taken 20 fish pieces and he has put into the 10 ml digestive juice at 8:30 am. So he has done this at 8:30 am. And next again he has maintained the temperature for this jar at 30 degrees centigrade, which is same as our stomach. Next he has come around 2 p.m. So 2 p.m. when he has come, at the afternoon 2 o'clock when he has come and when he has seen this jar, he has found that all the fish pieces have got melted off. They will get digested. So by this, what he has said is something is present inside this digestive juice which is helping the food materials to get digested. So later on he has done many experiments. So he has given the different food items to the person, and he has seen up to how much time the food has got digested in the stomach by taking out the fluid out of the stomach. So some of the experiments, some of the observations which he has got has been tabulated here. So he has compared. So what is the temperature, what is the time taken for the food to get digested in the stomach, and what is the time taken for the food to get digested in the glass jar having the same juice which is present inside our stomach. So for that he has got raw milk when he has given to the person. So inside his body it took 2 hours 15 minutes to get digested. So inside the glass jar it took 4 hours 15 minutes. So when boiled egg was given to Martin, in the stomach it got digested for 2 hours, and in the glass jar it got digested for 4 hours 15 minutes. Boiled eggs when he has given, 3 hours 30 minutes has been taken in the stomach, and glass jar 8 hours. So when he has taken half boiled eggs, he has seen that it took 3 hours in the stomach and 76 hours 30 minutes in the glass jar. And skimmed eggs when he has taken 2 hours it took in the stomach, and in the glass jar it took 4 hours 15 minutes. Unboiled eggs when he has given to the Martin, he saw that in the stomach they got digested at 1 hour 30 minutes, and in the glass jar it took 4 hours. And by this he has concluded that some digestive juices are present inside the stomach which are helping the food to get digested inside the stomach at a very faster rate. And he has also found out that the digestive juice are acidic in nature. The digestive juice which he has extracted from the stomach is acidic in nature. And next he has also found out that the tomato, when it is cut into pieces and chewed, when the tomato which is cut into pieces, we chew it, in the saliva, that is in the mouth, it takes around 5 to 30 seconds. So in the mouth it will take around 5 to 30 seconds. Next, when we swallow it from the esophagus to the stomach, it will take 10 to 15 seconds to move into the stomach from the esophagus. So in the saliva, it takes 5 to 30 seconds to chew the food in the mouth. In the mouth, it will stay up to 5 to 30 seconds. When you swallow from the esophagus to the stomach, it will go up to 10 to 15 seconds. And next, in the stomach, it will take 3 to 5 hours for the digestion. In the stomach, it will stay for 3 to 5 hours. And next, in the small intestine, it will stay for 3 to 4 hours. In the large intestine, it will take 8 hours to 3 days. So in the saliva, in the mouth, it will stay 5 to 30 seconds. Esophagus to stomach, it will go in 10 to 15 seconds. In the stomach, it will take 3 to 5 hours to get completely digested. In the small intestine, 3 to 4 hours, the food will stay so that complete digestion will take place in the small intestine itself. And next, the undigested food material along with the water. So in the small intestine, all the food which we are eating will be digested. Some of the undigested food material, waste material which the body doesn't want, will be sent into the small intestine along with the water. So in the large intestine, what happens means the water will be reabsorbed. Most of the water will be taken off from that undigested food material, and that undigested food material will be sent out of our body through fecal matter. So doctors say that 25% of our stomach should be kept empty. We should not eat full stomach. We have to keep 25% of our stomach empty. And the doctor who is treating the digestive disorders, the problems related to our digestive system, we call him as gastroenterologist. The doctor who is dealing with the digestive system disorders or the treatment of the digestive system, that is the mouth, that is saliva, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, we call him as gastroenterologist. Next, coming about kidneys. So kidneys are present on our back near the waist region. They are present on either side of our vertebral column. We have 2 kidneys. So a pair of kidneys is present on the back side of our body in the waist region, and they are present on either side of our vertebral column. So what is the function of the kidneys? So kidneys will filter the blood. So what they will filter in the blood means they will filter off the waste materials which are present in the blood. So they will separate the impurities and the waste materials from the blood, and they will send out of our body in the form of urine. So kidneys will filter the blood. They filter the waste materials and impurities which are present in the blood, and they will send that impurities in the form of urine. So skin also acts as an excretory organ. So kidneys and skin are the excretory organs. So kidneys will help in excretion, and skin also will help in excretion. So skin is a sense organ, as well as it is also acting as an excretory organ. So as excretory organ, it will remove the impurities in the form of sweat. So skin will act as excretory organ, and it will remove the impurities in the form of sweat. So the two doctors are there here. So the doctor who will just treat the diseases of kidneys or renal system, who is giving treatment to the renal diseases or the kidneys, we call him as nephrologist. The doctor who is treating the disorders, treating the diseases of the renal system or kidney, we call it as nephrologist. And the doctor who is doing surgeries related to the kidneys or renal system, we call him as urologist. So there is a difference here, nephrologist and urologist. Who is treating, we call him as nephrologist, and the doctor who is doing surgeries related to the kidneys and the renal system, we call him as urologist. Next, coming to the nerves. So nerves are present in each and every part of our body. The nerves are going and connecting. So what is the function of these nerves? Means the nerves will pass the information from sense organs to the brain. So what is the function of nerves? So nerves will pass on the information from the sense organs. What are the sense organs? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. Through these sense organs, whenever they will sense anything, that information will be passed on through the nerves to the brain, and brain will give the signals accordingly. The doctor who is treating the disorders related to the nerves, who is concerned with the treatment of the nerves, we call him as neurologist. The doctor who is treating the nervous disorders is called as a neurologist. So So this friends, these are the important points covered in our 9th chapter, our body, according to the 3rd, 4th and 5th class textbooks. So hope this video is useful for you.